Disclaimer: the content in this video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. All drone operations shown are performed by licensed remote pilots in compliance with the Directorate General of Civil Aviation (DGCA), NDI, and other applicable regulations. The viewers are advised to strictly follow all local laws and aviation guidelines. The creator of this video assumes no responsibility or liability for any misuse or violation arising from the information provided. Always fly responsibly, respect privacy, safety zones, and no-fly zones. Fly smart, fly safe.
Welcome to Module 3, Principles of Flight. In this session, we'll dive into the basics of how drones actually fly and what you, as a remote pilot, need to know to keep them flying safely and smoothly. By the end of this module, you'll understand the fundamental forces that make flight possible. We'll also learn how drones lift off, stay stable, and move in the air. We'll compare fixed-wing and rotorcraft drones, and we'll break down the flight controls, pitch, roll, yaw, and throttle. Finally, we'll touch on some common flight issues you might face and how to handle them. Let's start with the four basic forces. Lift pulls a drone upward, created by the propellers or wings. Weight pulls it downward, that's just gravity doing its thing. Thrust pushes the drone forward, thanks to the motors. And drag, it's the air pushing back, resisting motion. In drones, remember propellers create both lift and thrust. Drones move around three main axes. Pitch tilts the drone's nose up or down, letting it move forward or backward. Roll tilts it sideways, moving it left or right. Yaw spins the drone left or right, changing its direction. And throttle, that's your altitude going up or down. All of these are controlled by your remote sticks, or a ground control system. Not all drones are the same. Multirotors, like the DJI Mini 4, use propellers for lift and can hover in place. Fixed-wing drones rely on airflow over their wings just like airplanes. Fixed wings can't hover, but they usually have longer flight times. Also, multirotors don't need a runway, while fixed wings usually do. There are different types of rotor setups. Quadcopters are most common with 4 rotors. Hexacopters, with 6 rotors, offer more stability and can carry heavier payloads. Octocopters, 8 rotors, bring even more redundancy. Coaxial drones stack 2 rotors vertically per arm, and VTOL drones, they can take off like a multirotor but fly like a fixed wing, best of both worlds. When a drone hovers, all motors spin at the same speed, pushing air downward to create lift. To move, we adjust motor speeds, speed up the rear motors to pitch forward, or speed up the left motors to roll right. Yawing is done by alternating motor speeds. Keeping a stable hover is key for safe flight. The center of gravity, or CG, is where the drone's mass is perfectly balanced. If the CG is off, you might see the drone drifting, tilting, or losing efficiency. A balanced drone handles wind better, keeps the gimbal steady, and saves battery life. Always double-check CG, especially when you're mounting a camera or payload. Here are some issues you might encounter. A stall, usually in fixed wings, happens when the drone climbs or descends too steeply. Drift can be caused by wind or an unbalanced drone. Trim it out or recalibrate. Loss of lift might come from low battery or damaged props, so always do pre-flight checks. And flyaways, they happen if you lose GPS or have comms. That's why return to home setups are critical. To sum it up, flying is all about balancing lift, weight, thrust, and drag. We control drones with pitch, roll, yaw, and throttle. Good stability comes from proper motor control and a balanced center of gravity. And always understand your drone's configuration before you take off. Alright, quick check. First, what force makes a drone ascend? Next, which axis does your effect? And finally, what happens if one rotor spins faster than the others? Take a moment to think, then we'll discuss. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow drone enthusiasts, and don't forget to subscribe to the FreeSky project for more amazing content from the skies of India. Hit that bell so you never miss a flight.